Hello everyone, and welcome back to Ace Attorney Investigations 2. Previously, Miles Edgeworth was faced with a difficult decision. Well, I say difficult, but honestly, it wasn't. He did the right thing without even thinking twice. He gave up his prosecutor's badge in the name of continuing to be able to save Kay Faraday, who was accused of murder of one of the members of the PIC. And for that matter, the head of the PIC, Blaise DeBest, the father of Sebastian, showed up, so things are getting really interesting. Man. Anyway, I think I left off just having to put some simple logic together. I think Kay fell down not off the building, but down this hatch right here. So, let's put two and two together. And yeah, there's a hidden secret 51st floor. Quite interesting. An extra floor between the 50th floor and the viewing platform. Why didn't anyone notice it? Normally you'd notice it. I mean, how can you hide an entire floor? That is where the problem lies. No one noticed something that should have been easily noticeable. In other words, it must be impossible to access the 51st floor through normal means. I see. Maybe there's a secret portal or something. Kay, now's not the time to be thinking with portals. That's such specific phrasing, I have to say it's some Portal reference. Now you're thinking with portal and all that? I'd like you to recall the hatch at the base of the Sakura. Isn't it normal to assume there's a room on the other side of the maintenance hatch? Uncle Ray likes where you're going with this. Let's hurry and check it out. There we go. Now let's see. Looks like there's a lot of stuff down there. Is this what they call a storeroom? There is no doubt about it. This is where Kay fell down. Of course. And with this, the mystery is solved. No, not yet. We still have the mystery of the person in the red hood who was walking in midair. Now, let's not get greedy, shall we? We found the storeroom, so let's wrap things up here. I suppose you have a point. It does seem to warrant an investigation. Heal me. Well, if it isn't Miles Edgeworth, who's this then? Oh, okay, Okay, just bring in every character. All of them. Bring in every character. Just do that. Just go ahead and... Wow. Okay, now I'm genuinely expecting freaking Phoenix to show up at some point in this game. My god. Emma, what are you doing here? I heard about the case from Detective Gumshoe. Wait. Oh, wow. She's actually way younger than she is in Apollo Justice. Yeah, she's like... I think she's kind of between... Ace Attorney 3 and Apollo Justice? Huh. Yeah, so I guess at this point in time, Phoenix is out of the job, huh? Maybe he won't show up, except maybe he has like a background extra. Wait, actually no. Hold on. This game here is set like just a few weeks after Investigations 1, but in that we actually did see Phoenix rowing a boat in the background with Maya, sorry. It's been a while, I forget the names. Yeah, and Phoenix had his big blue bright suit, implying he's still an attorney? And he went boating in an attorney's uniform? Huh. How does this make sense? Well, I can't think of it, so... Since I was already in the area, I thought I might as well check out the crime scene. This girl's name is Emma Skye. She's a high school student studying in Europe to become a forensic scientist. She's the younger sister of my former boss and a witness in one of my trials 2 years ago. Oh, this is 2 years after Rise from the Ashes. Okay, then maybe this is right before Phoenix got disbarred. Wow. Well, I think we just got a conclusive answer of when this game is set relative to other games. That's neat. Detective Gumshoe told me everything over the phone. He sounded really upset. He said you lost your badge at the Grand Tower and Kay became a mummy? Please calm down. I thought you left for Europe just a few days ago. Don't tell me you've come back already. Yep, and I've brought my teacher from abroad too. Huh? He needed an interpreter, so I volunteered to help. If your teacher cannot speak English, why aren't you with him right now? He can still communicate with people. Don't underestimate the importance of body language. Am I dumb for forgetting a character? Who is Emma's mentor? That doesn't really count as a language. But enough about that. What happened to Kay? Is she alright? My, what a good friend. Isn't this great, Kay? Yeah? Who are you? Are you Mr. Edgeworth's new assistant? On the contrary, my dear. I'm Ray Shields, head of the Edgeworth Law Offices. Edgeworth Law Offices? Wait, you mean like defense attorneys? Mr. Edgeworth, when did you suddenly become an attorney? No, it's not like that. Now that I think about it, it is a rather complicated working relationship. Don't sweat the details. Let's start with an introductory hug. Why'd you become a defense attorney, Mr. Edgeworth? Hey, don't just ignore me. Because I don't approve at all. Well, why don't we continue this conversation down below? That's right, the police could arrive any second now. Mr. Edgeworth? Who's she? I'll explain later. First, we have to go down the hatch. Oh, okay. Guess I'll be joining the defense team? I'll explain about that too. Well then, let's go to the storeroom. To be continued. Maybe I should have just pressed on a little longer last time. Ah well. It's pretty dark down here. I can't see a thing. Watch your footing, Emma. Ouch! I think I hit my head. Okay, be careful not to slip. Take your time coming down. Okay. The light switch should be somewhere around here. Isn't that giant totem... Yeah, that's from the iFly Airlines case. You can even see the crappy suitcase. Huh. And also there's a rack in the back with a bunch of masks, and there's a conspicuous gap where I think the Jammin' Ninja mask is. Huh. Yeah, that's where that's from, surely. Interesting. This is the hidden 51st floor. Is it being used as a storeroom? We'll need to investigate it thoroughly. Mr. Edgeworth, please tell me about the case. Right then. Where should I begin? I see. This is certainly a serious situation. Why does she look like she's having so much fun? Looks like you're in a bind, prosecutorial attorney Edgeworth. I'm not a defense attorney, nor is there such a thing as a prosecutorial attorney. This looks like a job for science. Don't you worry, I've got everything here in my bag. Are you sure you're up for this, Emma? Of course. So, once again, it's good to be working with you, Mr. Edgeworth. And I'm glad to be working with you as well. Looks like we've got ourselves another cute assistant. So, what's the plan? That lift looks pretty suspicious to me. It looks like it goes down. I am curious as well, but first we should investigate this room. Okay, if you find out anything, be sure to tell Uncle Ray. And if I remember something, I'll let you know. Yes, please do, Emma. Roger, I'm ready to support. Well then, let's begin the investigation. Hey. Isn't that little doll right there the president of Gen Fa's stuffed doll? And there's a Badger-mobile right there. And there's Jammin' Ninja stuff. And the statue from the art smuggling. And the iFly suitcase. Why do I feel like this is specifically a collection of cases that Edgeworth has been on? This is like themed after his past, or... well, maybe not. I mean, Miles has been sticking his nose into everything. Also, isn't this the Bonobo statue from the first game? Also, I'm picturing in my head, once this ends and we do all the investigating, I picture us riding down this elevator and going right down to the 50th floor, and we'll be in clear view of everyone. That'd be funny. Yeah, wow. Okay, let's speak to everyone then. Ask me anything you want. Since Kay's the suspect, I can't just stay silent. I feel the same way. For now, we should calm down and search for clues. No. After thinking it through scientifically, I've come up with an even better plan. I'll just give Kay an extremely powerful electric shock to her head and see if that will jumpstart her memories. Well, that seems a bit, no, quite dangerous. I would prefer to go with my proposal to calm down and investigate this room. Is that so? But in science, a bit of danger always comes with the territory. That's not exactly what you would call a bit of danger. I came back here for a while as my teacher's translator, but normally I study in Europe. That's right, to become a super forensic scientist. That's admirable. Endeavoring to learn is the duty of a student. Yes, in order to excel in both academics and athletics, I've even taken up sports. For example, the competitions they have during sports day. Oh, I wonder what sort of competitions she was referring to. Unlike America, Europe has extremely tough, manly sports and... well, I'm sure you've heard of the War of the Eyeglasses at least. Huh? I've never heard of it before in my life. The hell? Okay, we don't have a prosecutor's badge to show off, but... This is Kay's badge, right? Yes, this is her precious badge, though she doesn't seem to remember it herself. Is that so? Maybe it doesn't have enough impact. How about I customize that badge a bit? Let's spruce it up a little with pink ribbons and white feathers. I appreciate the offer, but let's keep it like this for now. Kay's memories would only become even more confused. Anything else to talk about? Anything to say about the autopsy? Scientifically speaking, I'd have to say that the details are unknown. So, in plain English, you don't know anything about it, right? It's not that I don't know. It's just that the details are unknown. Okay. Yes? Can I help with something? Oh, nothing new. Well, that saves me a bit of time. Oh man, Uncle Ray's heart is pounding up a storm. Surrounded by so many cutie pies in such a small, cramped room. 2 is so many? No, 2 wouldn't be so many, would it? There must be 3. Mr. Shields, please try to be more serious. It was just a joke. Uncle Ray is keeping a close watch over little Kay, so you can continue your investigation without worry. You watching over Kay is exactly what I'm worried about. I want Shields to be the cool uncle, not the creepy uncle. Ugh. Don't you think it's kind of creepy how all these masks are lined up in such a dark place? Emma, are you not good with horror movies? No way! Horror movies are so unscientific. So she's scared of them. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Okay. Lots of masks I don't recognize. I want to say that's the one that Old Bag wore. There are 2 forms of the Steel Samurai. Is that the Evil Magistrate? This mask kind of looks like Adolwa from Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. This mask is the mysterious global hero, Onyankopon. Onyankopon? Isn't that one dude from Attack on Titan? Huh. Why are you so surprised? Mr. Edgeworth, don't you know? Everything about this show is shrouded in mystery. From the production company to the broadcast times, even the merchandise is hard to find. Wouldn't that mean the company simply went bankrupt? Okay, who's this? It's Captain Saipon. He's really popular in Europe. All the kids and even the adults dress up like him. I think the flower on his head would be a little too much. What TV show are these masks from? I'm not very familiar with it, but I believe it's called The Students of the Starry School. Each member of the class is a hero of justice. So I guess those red and white caps are a part of their school uniforms. And maybe the number of eye slits on the masks corresponds to their class rankings? See, the one on the left is ranked number 1, and the one on the right is number 2, and so on. Oh, I see. So that's how it works. If that's the case, the student with the lowest rank would have a mask full of holes. I guess we'll have to watch the show to find out. Is it the same one? Yeah. When you think of the heroines from the Steel Samurai universe, she's the first to come to mind. That's right, I love the Pink Princess too. Emma, you watch this kind of show. Yeah, of course. You like it too, don't you, Mr. Edgeworth? No, I wouldn't go that far. Really? Since you had a Steel Samurai figure in your office, I thought for sure. So even Emma has noticed it. Various masks are placed here. There's even one of the Steel Samurai. Indeed, these are fairly high-quality replicas. Scientifically speaking, it's just a bunch of random masks. It certainly does look like a hodgepodge collection of masks. This hook is... It looks like a hook to hang a mask from. I wonder what mask used to be here. The Steel Samurai, Warrior of Neo-Old Tokyo, and the Nickel Samurai. The Nickel Samurai always seemed kinda smug by comparison. And his slender build doesn't look cool at all. I definitely prefer the Steel Samurai. It seems she has good taste. Wait, was Anyankapon from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure somewhere in part 3? Shoot, I know Anyankapon is some anime character I'm familiar with. But anyway, if it's here, then it must actually just be some word or meaning. It's interesting. Yeah, we saw these. There's nothing of interest here. Yet, just some masks in the background. These are murder case files. Huh? What are those doing here? By all rights, they should be kept at the prosecutor's building or the courthouse, but it would seem that someone has removed them. Something is afoot, and we are none the wiser. But which cases? Man, there are like prices too. 2,200 and up above. These masks are 50k? Are these up for auction? Well, anyway, let's deduce, because clearly this empty gap should be occupied by the Gem and Ninja. The Gem and Ninja mask that Kay had with her. Perhaps it was originally attached to this hook. That sounds plausible, scientifically speaking. In other words, Kay came here? It's quite likely, but for what purpose? Maybe she was going to steal something from this place. A great thief who steals the truth, huh? No, I don't think we can answer that question at this time. I didn't actually get any evidence from that, did I? Curious. So, did Kay come down here and take stuff, then climb up and get found and pushed in? Weird. These are... What is it? The items displayed on this shelf here, if I recall correctly, they're all evidence from past cases that I was involved with. What are they doing here? I guess it would make this place the PIC's evidence storeroom, huh? These items should be kept in the care of the police. Don't they keep evidence in the prosecutor's office? Only for current trials. However, once a verdict has been reached, the evidence is transferred over to the police department and stored in the evidence room. But it looks like the evidence has been stored here instead. There's no point in worrying about it. For now, I should try examining everything. It looks like some of the evidence have tags in front of them. There are numbers written on the tags. Maybe they are the ID numbers of the evidence? No. Based on how large these numbers are and the nature of these items, I'd say these are prices. Prices? If that's the case... Wow, these are ridiculously expensive. She seems more concerned with the high prices than the legality of this whole affair. The evidence on display, I should inspect every nook and cranny. I think this is the perfume that was vital evidence in the final case of the previous game, Investigations 1. But what are these? I don't quite recognize these. Let's go clockwork. That's strange. Only this one spot is empty. But it still has a price tag, just like all the others. Indeed. Furthermore, there is a part of this cloth that is not covered in dust. Oh, the 6 points. What did we see with that had that? The candelabra. The candelabra was here. Okay. Perhaps something was placed here not so long ago. I see, it sure seems like it. But what could it have been? This star-shaped mark in the dust, I wonder. Could it be related to a certain piece of evidence? Yeah, I can deduce. We'll do that last. Oh, how cute! This stuffed animal is so fluffy! That's from Gourd Lake. It should be in the care of the prosecutor assigned to that case right now. Why is it sitting here in a place like this? Huh? This little guy's missing his left horn. His left horn. I'm pretty sure it was already missing when I first saw it. Then this must be a defective product. I demand a recall. Now that I think about it, giving a broken toy to a country's president does sound strange. It's actually evidence. Weird. This storeroom contains items to be sold, doesn't it? It's unfortunate, but the possibility seems quite high. I suspect some nefarious individual has been selling evidence here. And people actually pay money for this stuff? Apparently, some people do. The price tags are proof. Different strokes for different folks, I guess. Was that a Nintendo DS she had? Oh, this is the Iron Infant! I recognize it now. What a cute doll. It kind of looks like the Steel Samurai. It's the Iron Infant, son of the Steel Samurai and the Pink Princess. He was destined to become a hero of justice from the moment of his birth. So much pressure rests on his tiny baby shoulders. And yet he carries himself with a grace and dignity that belies a toddler of his age. Hello, Mr. Edgeworth. Are you even listening to me? Of course I am. This mannequin. I've got it, according to my scientific reasoning. This is something you encountered in one of your past cases, right? No, it's not. This is the first time I've seen this mannequin. It seems completely unrelated to the other objects in this room. There's no price tag in front of this mannequin either. So then, why is it here? Okay, clearly some torso chest piece clothing was removed from it. Maybe by K? Nothing about the safe? Really? Curious. Ink and a lamp. Both are evidence that I've handled before. Oh! Bobbly's ink. Why is all this stuff here linked to you? Many of the items here are objects that I've handled just a short while ago. But it's probably only a coincidence that they're all collected here. A coincidence? I never thought I'd hear you say that word, Mr. Edgeworth. No matter how improbable, if it fits with the facts, then we must accept it as the truth. Isn't that the same with science? Aha! We should discuss science in detail someday, Mr. Edgeworth. It's a small bottle. I've seen this piece of evidence before in the past. Huh? Is that all? Yes. What more did you want me to say? I need to make a memo. Note to self. Even the most boring objects sound like works of art when Mr. Edgeworth describes them. Don't read a memo like that out loud. That seems to be everything. Let's deduce. Drop a deduce on this. Eureka! This dust pattern matches up perfectly with the base of the candelabra. It's likely that the killer got the candelabra from this very storeroom. Does that mean candelabra was also a piece of evidence? It's quite possible. However, that is not the issue here. The murder weapon originally came from this storeroom. We must keep that in mind. Maybe it's from the haunted house in Badgerland. I didn't get any evidence from that as well. Odd. Scientifically speaking, this must be a wooden icebox. This chain is tied around it to keep the cold from escaping. Probably. No, Emma, wouldn't this be a costume trunk? It's made from wood that repels bugs in order to protect the clothes inside. Oh, I see. Of course. That's another possible theory. If your clothes are stored in a cold place, they would be nice and cool to wear in the summer. I guess she's sticking to her icebox theory. There's a transceiver sitting next to all these trophies. It seems like they were lined up together on purpose. Looks like it's still got batteries in it. Might come in handy later, so I'll pick them up for now. I'll be sure to put it to good use before I turn it in to the police. That sounds just like what a certain great thief would say. This statue. Yes, is it some sort of new fact? No, this is evidence from a case that I was previously involved in. I believe it was called the Alice Fred statue. There were supposed to be two of them, one real and one fake, but no matter which one this is, it's unnatural for it to turn up in a place like this. Mr. Edgeworth, you've really seen a lot of cases, huh? No. Anyone but her. Yippee-ki-yay, got me a scoop. Eek. My eyes. Stop it. You ain't getting away from the great Lotta's camera that easily. I reckon y'all must be criminals. I must snap 16 shots before y'all can even say cheese. We're not criminals. Okay. Okay, maybe I'm overreacting. Maybe she's not as bad as I remember. It has been a while. Oh, who am I kidding? This is like my least favorite Ace Attorney character. Well, okay, no, at least I feel strong things about Lotta. Some Ace Attorney characters I've just completely forgotten, like, well, what was that one dude from, like, the very first intro case who tried to frame Maggie Bird? I don't even remember him. Lawrence something? Yeah, I don't even think about him at all, so there's worse. Like, at least she's not salmonella, you know? You ain't fooling my camera of justice with those words. You are... Huh? Ain't you that Highness prosecutor from back then? Who are you calling Highness? Or heinous? This is Lotta Hart. She's a photographer I've dealt with during my past cases. I see her distinctive accent and her chatterbox mouth haven't changed a bit. Just look at that face! You're obviously up to no good! It seems she has a bad impression of us. Now it's time to pay your dues. Stand still while I photograph y'all. We only came here to investigate. Lies. You think you can fool me like that? Mr. Edgeworth, she's not listening at all. She seems harmless. Let's just leave her be for now. Okay, where were we? Earlier, you said that this was evidence from a case that you were involved with. At any rate, you've got to admit that this is a very strange statue. It's the Alice Red statue. Huh? This is the Alice Red statue. But it doesn't look at all red to me. Wait, the name is red here. Aleph Red statue. Aleph Red, all is red. All is red, Aleph Red. Huh? What are you mumbling to yourself about over there? No, it's nothing. Come on, let's examine some other places. Huh? Weird. Can we look at the horrible suitcase? No. This table here is conspicuously empty. Wow, talk about bad taste. I've never seen such a gaudy desk before. Just what kind of person would use something like this? The tabletop is being supported by 4 naked men. The design is quite painful to look at. It certainly is in poor taste. Maybe this is also related to one of your past cases? No, none of the cases I handled involved a person with such bad taste. Or at least I hope not. Is this... red-white? Wow, I think this is Red-White's desk. Damn, yeah, that guy was gaudy. What's this? It looks like a giant head. If I recall, this is the head of Mrs. Monkey. I believe it was from a case I was involved with in the past. It's impressive how they were able to get such a large object into this room. Yo, I wonder if they're gonna retcon Dee Vasquez into being part of the smuggling ring. She was mafia. Mrs. Monkey, huh? That doesn't really have a nice ring to it. Maybe you remembered the name wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Impossible. That can't be true. There's a huge stack of money piled up here. How unrefined. They're all $100 bills. Talk about big bucks. So, how many times your yearly salary do you think this is worth? Leave my salary out of this. Well, we've done everything there is to do, so let's use some logic. High prices earned big bucks. From the price tags attached to the pieces of evidence and that huge stash of cash, it's clear that the buying and selling of evidence was being carried out here. In the hidden 51st floor, evidence was being trafficked? This clearly means something. It seems further investigation is needed about the dealings that went on in this place. If only there was a witness, we could just ask them. A witness? Okay, clearly Kay saw something in here, but I guess it's time to leave. Yeah, alright, fine. So, why did you come here? For the people of the world and for myself. I'm a social justice photographer, after all. Just social justice? Then allow me to guess the reason why you came here. Was it perhaps to expose the illegal evidence trafficking? Oh, I get it. You were trying to get a scoop on the secret dealings. Huh? Y'all know that much already? Well, I reckon there ain't no reason to hide it anymore. My sources tell me there's some kind of black market auction being held around these parts. What did you say? So then, all this evidence here is... Yep, they're the goods for the auction. There's a lot of dirty money flying around here. I wanted to try and catch it with my own 2 eyes. My source gave me a whole bunch of info, but I figured just hearing about it ain't enough. Seeing is believing, after all. Oh, yo, whoa! Kay's promise book. I don't think we have it with us, but Kay's promise book. It was supposed to be part of police evidence, but then it went missing. What do you want to bet that Jill Crane was maybe a whistleblower? What if Crane saw the evidence in here, saw the notebook, Kay's notebook, and she swiped it, and she swiped it, and she got in contact with Kay. Ooh. This is interesting. Maybe Jill Crane was murdered to silence her. Ooh. I figured just hearing about it ain't enough. Seeing is believing, after all. So I've been staking out the place from behind this whole statue, since this here statue since yesterday. The auction took place late last night and went on till the early morning. A murder on the night of the black market auction. Could the 2 events be related? Well, the law demands that I present a badge. That badge is... It's the genuine badge of the Yatagarasu. Perhaps we could trade some information. Not a chance. The Yatagarasu ain't nothing but yesterday's biscuits. I need something with more impact. That there badge won't stir up nothing interesting. Stir things up? Don't tell me you intend to spread false information. Don't be dragging my name through the mud. I just want to spice things up a bit. Maybe dress it up a little and add some juicy bits here and there. You shouldn't compromise your stories with fabrications, Miss Hart. Black market dealings in the Grand Tower. Guess I really hit the mother lode this time. Were all the items in the auction pieces of evidence? There was some normal stuff too, like stolen art and the like. I wouldn't consider stolen art to be normal. But I reckon the evidence was the star of the show here. These folks are law fanatics trying to get their hands on the latest goods from the police. So that's what you wanted to get pictures of, Miss Hart? Pretty much. They were meeting right under this very storeroom, so I watched them from up here. You said you were here since yesterday. Did you witness the entire event? It was a black market auction, after all. They followed a fairly detailed procedure. First, the participants entered the storeroom from the viewing platform one at a time. When they got in, they each took one of those masks on the wall over there. Oh. Funny thing about those masks, they're all equipped with voice changers, itty-bitty ones. That way they wouldn't be recognized. They wanted to protect their... an enemy? You mean their anonymity? Yeah, that's it. Their... anonymity. Why not just say identity and make things easier for all of us? After putting on the mask, they'd go down the lift. And the next feller would come right in. On the way back, it was the exact same thing, but in reverse. They'd come up one by one, return the mask, and head up out of the storeroom. Well, I wonder if Kay actually attended the auction. Huh. She would have picked the Jammin' Ninja because it is her favorite show. Wow, that's pretty thorough. How many participants were there? 11 people altogether. I counted each of them as they made their way down. 11. 11, huh? How many chairs were down there in the PIC? I'll have you know, I wasn't just laid up behind this statue the entire time. Then where were you in the beginning? The beginning? Well, don't you worry yourself about that, you hear? So she was hiding behind the statue the entire time. I watched the folks coming in while lurking in the shadows, all secret agent-like. Notice so, secret agents like to lurk in the shadows. And then they used that lift over there to get down to the auction site. After they all went down, I watched the whole thing from the lift. Did that lift stay down the entire time? Nah, it came back up. There's a tiny gap in the floor there. There's a bit of space between the floor and the lift platform, you see? So I could just see about everything. I could see just about everything that was going on down there. Then, did you see the person who was conducting the auction? Huh? Well, yeah, you betcha I did. What kind of story would this be if I didn't know who the conductor was? The conductor, huh? It seems I'll need to ask her for more details. All I can think about is how Sebastian DeBest waves his little sticky stick around like a conductor's baton. He composes with it. That's a thing he does. Do you have any more information about this so-called conductor? You know, I came here to get me a scoop. What makes you think I'll give up my info to you all willy-nilly? Basically, what you're saying is you don't know. Oh, I see. So that's why she won't answer. What can I say? I couldn't even tell how old they were, or if they were a guy or a gal. Can you tell me what the person was wearing at the time? They had on a white jacket with a purple flower. They were wearing white gloves. Oh, that's Jill Crane. But you know, that don't mean much when I have no earthly clue who they really are. So the conductor's identity was hidden just like the participants'? That's right, they had on a mask and voice changer, just like everyone else. What kind of mask did this person wear? It was a Zervin mask, I reckon. Zervin? Oh, now I'm thinking of Final Fantasy. Zervin the Demon. Huh. Zervin? What in blazes is that supposed to be?
Mr. Edgeworth, you don't know about Zervin? He's the sworn enemy of global hero Onyankopon. Zervin, the ruler of time.
Oh. That was, No, I think it's Zervin the Demon. More about fire and ice in Final Fantasy, but that's completely irrelevant.
Zervin, the ruler of time. Seriously, who hasn't heard of him?
Most people, I'd imagine. Since the conductor wore a mask, I assume you were not able to see their face.
Not even a teeny weeny bit. And after I came all this way for my big scoop. Sniff. This whole story's turning out to be nothing but fool's gold.
That set of clothes seems familiar. Perhaps I should show her that piece of evidence.
Let me just say, if you're trying to grab my interest, you gotta bring me something that actually smells like a scoop.
I guess this didn't catch her interest. Okay. The autopsy report, maybe. You said the conductor wore a white jacket with a purple flower, and white gloves.
That's right. They sure looked spiffy for a criminal mastermind.
Miss Hart, do they look anything like this?
Hey, that's it. That's the conductor. Hold your horses. Are you telling me the conductor is dead?
She is the victim of a case we are investigating.
Her name is Jill Crane. Have you heard of her? Can't say I have. So she was a lady, huh? What kind of gal dresses like that? She getting her kicks by fooling me into thinking she's a guy?
I doubt that her intention was to deceive you. Setting that aside, we have established something of major importance. The victim was the conductor of the black market auction.
I see, so the conductor was killed. Then that might explain...
Explain what, Miss Hart?
No, it's nothing, honest. Miss Hart, you clearly sounded suspicious just now. And I'm telling ya, I ain't. Can't be.
Sorry, were you trying to say something?
No, I ain't. I ain't said nothing. Please don't be like that. Just tell us. How many times do I gotta tell y'all? I'm a journalist. Information is what pays the bills. I can't just go around spouting everything I know. I've already said too much. I got nothing left to say to y'all. Then, what if I found some fingerprints for you? What good would that do me? Hey, I don't want none of your dusty old prints. Why don't you two follow my example and do some investigating on your own? Oh, I guess you won't tell us anything.
Not to worry, Emma. Just leave it to me. I have a certain method of drawing out information from those who wish to hide it. If my opponent's lips are sealed, I will be the one to unseal them. Let us begin. Well, that'll do it for now. Boy, they're really bringing back everything, aren't they? So there's clearly some stuff here that was not in any way related to stuff that... Well, is that true? Has Miles been a part of every single case that was here? The candelabra's a mystery. I don't know what the candelabra's from. Maybe it was from the haunted house, but no, I don't think... I don't think the candelabra was actually evidence we used in that. I don't think. But either way, this is an auction of evidence. Like, damn. So how the hell is this not the final case of this game? Wait, is it? Maybe this game just has 4 cases. Like, this is so climactic. All this drama with Kay and her memories, and this corruption at the heart of the PIC, and Jill Crane, and all the past stuff coming together, and everyone coming back. It's like, I mean, Shilon Lane hasn't shown up yet, but damn, I'm bewildered. This case is some serious friggin' business. Damn. Alright, so if Jill Crane was really the conductor, maybe Sebastian being a conductor is just a red herring. But yeah, speaking of the best, I realized between videos, maybe Blaze the best? Maybe it's a pun on praise the best. I mean, I know he has a thing with fire, he burned some documents in front of us, which is weird. Maybe it is Blaze and praise at the same time? I don't know. Well, this game did have an apprentice to Lotta Hart at the very beginning. Now we're meeting the actual master, so... okay. I just don't like how Lotta tries to hold back information. It's insufferable. Like, I just don't like it. Well, we'll get through this next time and maybe see where that lift goes, so I'm excited for that. Hopefully it goes right down to the PIC hall. If it does, we'll have to count the chairs right away. Well, I'm Zephyr the Jester. This has been more Ace Attorney Investigations 2. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll catch you next time. So until then, please take care.